Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. Let's spend the night together, together in my room. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're all doing well today and you're going to enjoy this lovely weekend. Now, TC has been in my DMs saying, do you want to play this track that I'm releasing? I said, of course. I always love TC's tracks. He makes some really, really enjoyable stuff. He's made like an arena cross track with a sand turn track and enduro cross bit out the back. He's made a private sand facility. He's made a hell of a lot of really enjoyable tracks in this game. And everyone kept messaging me or talking during last night's stream saying, have you seen TC's new track? And I'm getting to play it today. I thought it was just this at first. I thought we was just going to get some enduro cross. Not only do we get some really sick looking enduro cross, I need to fly high above the map here because it's kind of all hidden amongst the trees. We have a very long and what seems to be fast, flowy, and very steezy as well. Some of these jumps look really nicely built. Outdoors track also. But then not only that, no, we can't just stop at 2. What? Not sure what's going on over there. The extended plane is doing extended plane things. We have an enduro like trail as well. So not only enduro cross, we've got an actual enduro bit also. So there's a lot to get into in this, and I imagine it's going to be quite a long video. So I suggest you all grab a drink, grab yourself a snack. If you're sat on the toilet, you might end up with some elbow marks on your legs by the time this video is done. But I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to cover the motocross side of things first, because I know that's what like 90% of you guys are all here for. But then for the real goats that are watching this, that love their enduro/enduro cross, I will do those ones towards the end. So I hope you enjoy. Let's get into it. So we start off here, spawned in this massive little hangar, like equipment storing area, but Mushaboom MX Park. I have no wonder where he got that name from. I wonder if that's just a general thing in real life, or maybe it's a real track. I have no idea. No idea when it comes to the Canadian stuff. So I want to try and actually get to the motocross track, which just seems to be lurking through the trees right here. Now the real important thing is what direction does this go in? I have a feeling it goes this way, just based on that jump behind. Actually, no. Actually, what you can see on the map on the right hand side, you've got that little yellow line. Anyway, and that should tell you which direction. So we are going in this way. Okay, so finish line right here. Let's get myself back into first person on this lovely model swap. Thank you, Mr. Dashback. And because I know I'm going to get questions about it, because I had a few questions on last night's live stream as well. The model swap is not public. I guess that's one of the privileges / benefits of being on a team like AJP, is you get this stuff kind of paid for you and made for you. So at the moment, it's really just myself, Cam, Marshall, who's joined AJP as a 250 rider recently, and then obviously the owner BP and like Holes and stuff that have this bike and this model. So I do apologise if you feel like that is a little bit unfair, because some people do, but you got to have some perks, you know, for doing all right. And I guess we use a little bit of YouTuber privilege in there as well. So let's see how this goes. Oh my goodness, it looks very rough, like very tricky, but then really quick at the same time. And so far, the couple of corners that I've hit, the ruts hold you really, really well. I'm going to just throw it out there. This seems to be already one of them tracks where I don't think you need to sit down anywhere. Right, standing up is definitely going to be the way forwards. Use those legs to cycle all the bumps. Oh my goodness, this inside is huge. Oh, okay. I'm going to send this. I feel like it's going to be it was a huge triple, barely up and over that on the 450. If you're on a 250, you might want to round around the outside to get the whole thing. And off the track we go. That was not intentional. Let's just work our way back on here. Oh, I really like that chestnut fencing. I've had to make my own chestnut fencing for the Moto 101 track that I'm working on, and I think I might like this one more. I might have to slide in the DMs afterwards and have a look. Yeah, that was really, really nice. We love that. Lovely stuff. And in the past, if you have like really high detail's not the right word, but something. So you see where you've got all of the slits and the slats in the chestnut fencing. Sometimes if they're too close together, when you try and look at them from a distance, it like looks all buggy in game, but it actually looks really, really good. I don't know if that was by chance or what, but that's a. I've been saying Mushaboom. I think it's Moo Shaboom, as in a cow on a bomb, because that cow was riding what seemed to be a nuke. Moo Shaboom. Okay, no, I get. Okay. I'm down with the kids. I know what it is. I know what it is. They've got Alpha's banners there as well. We've got a State Line banner. I didn't see what the first one is there. I apologise for not being able to shout everybody out. Okay, so the outdoors track bearing in mind I just kind of stopped and done some little detours there and had a little look around halfway through, that time was under 2.5 minutes. So I think if you are setting some absolute steamers around here, maybe like 2:10, maybe a bit quicker than that, I reckon you can get some absolute steamers on the go. This is really enjoyable and really flowy. And I like that, so with the trees and how the trees kind of encompass all of the surroundings of the track, and you can't just see miles off into the distance, it feels very what's the word, like you feel like you're there. It feels very realistic in a sense that you don't feel like you're in a game just floating in the void, so to speak. You can't see the edges of the map at all. It's it's going to annoy me that the word's not in my head. I don't know. Anyway, a really enjoyable track so far, and I thought it would be sand based on the colour of the dirt and how rough it is, and it's a little bit rollery in some areas, but he has made it soft soil, I believe, which a lot of people are going to be very, very happy with because it's quite grippy. I think that normal soil has more grip these days than soft soil does, which has never been the case before, and I think it was actually done by mistake. I think I had L21, who's one of the main OEM guys, in my chat on one of the public streams I've done on these bikes, and I was playing JV's Linkoping track, which in the past has been a track that people have notoriously not been a fan of. This section is sand, by the way. I can just hear it on my tyres. It's changed. When does this stop being sand? It's still sand. I mean, it makes sense. It's just like a really fast rollery section around to it. And there you go, it stopped being sand, back to soft soil. So he was playing JV's Linkoping, which is a track that people in the past either love or hate. I've always been a lover of it, just because it looks amazing, and I always like having tracks that are a little bit on the slipperier side. I think it takes a little bit more skill to get good at them. But a lot of people disliked it. And then we tried it on these bikes, and it was actually grippier than normal tracks. So I don't know. It's one of them things. It wouldn't surprise me if there's no OEM updates planned to make those tracks slipperier again. It wouldn't surprise me if you see track creators start using soil instead of soft soil on their tracks, just for extra grip. Because it's still, I think it's still an area of hot debate, these bikes. And I'm getting my head around them more and more, like every day that I play the game. But I'm definitely not fully up to speed like the rest of the top boys are, and it is my own fault, to be fair, for not putting in as much time as I should, but I've just been really enjoying other things. And when you've played a game for literally like 4 years, it can get really easy to overdo it and burn yourself out, whereas I think I'm in like the sweet spot at the moment where I like getting on for my races every now and then. I love covering new, exciting, intricate, detailed tracks like this, and then in the spare time I don't play it. Unless I get like Charlie or BP and the boys asking to, well, if they're all on together and maybe they're in like DDC ranked or something like that, and I'll come on for a lap or two. But other than that, I really don't bother playing with it at all. It's just all been about Call of Duty at the moment. And I know a lot of people don't care about COD, but it's one of them things where if you are an old COD player like myself, in the way that you got to experience like COD 4, COD 5, Modern Warfare 2, all that, the original Modern Warfare 2, original Modern Warfare 3, kind of when it was all in its prime, and then you slowly saw it all going downhill year after year and getting just kind of resaturated and like just spit back out all the time, to now have Black Ops 6, which I think is closer to them games and it's a much more enjoyable experience in my opinion than the last few years. It's nice kind of reliving that a little bit. Nostalgia's not the right word because it's never going to be what it was, but I have generally been really enjoying this game. I say this every year though, the only thing that would need changing in my opinion is skill based. I'm still of the opinion that if there's a ranked game mode, then why do we need skill based matchmaking at the same time? A lot of it is to protect newer / worse players in a way, because imagine you're new to Call of Duty, you hop on day one, and then you get absolutely run through and go like triple negative in terms of KD. You're not going to really want to keep playing the game, are you? Yeah, I was that person that would then try and prey on them golden lobbies of people being bad and then just getting to run around doing whatever, because it's nice to feel good. Like when you're going 1 kill, die, 1 kill, die, 1 kill, die, or maybe you then go, oh, 2 or 3, then die, 1 die, 1 die. Like, it gets a bit repetitive after a while, which I think now that I've got to max prestige from the multiplayer side of things, I've been doing a lot of zombies again recently, It's a lot more of a shut your brain off experience, and I'm still going for like the camo grinds. And at some point, I'll probably dive into the Warzone side of things as well. It's never something that I've ever really invested myself in the past, so this might be the year that I want to try and get a little bit better at it. I think overall I'm just better at respawn game modes. That's why all the boys like playing Search and Destroy as well. And I'll admit, even back in the original Modern Warfare 2 days, I loved a bit of Search. But yeah, these days it's so like sweaty and competitive. I much prefer doing like a hard point or domination, kill confirm, stuff like that, because you then get to respawn when you get absolutely destroyed by someone sliding about all over the place, breaking their controller. So the more laps I'm spinning this track, the faster and faster I am getting around it. I've got 2:13 at the moment, and I've still had nowhere near... Oh my goodness, got to lap that. Yes, I've had nowhere near a good lap yet. Oh, no, the front end. Did that just... Yeah, it turned into sand halfway around that corner. That's why. That is my only gripe that I've got around here so far, but it's the same gripe that I had with some of the early GP rounds. So this isn't just like a TC thing, like JV done this as well, is track creators will mix soil types on a track, whether there's soft soil in one bit and then sand in another, but then not change the decal and how the track looks, so you don't know where that starts until you've done a disgusting amount of laps and have the muscle memory built in for it. So that's the only gripe I have on this. If something then turns to sand halfway around the corner, I would love a visual indication of when that is, so you can then be mentally prepared, because you get your bike cranked over in a rut at the correct lean angle, correct power and all that for the soil type that you're in, and then it will suddenly change, and then if you're going from soft soil to sand, you can't lean over anywhere near as much in sand as you do in soft soil, so then the bike will suddenly just fall out from underneath you because it can't handle that lean angle. So even if it's just a case of making the soil just a tiny bit lighter in those areas, I think that would go a really long way just for peace of mind, really. I think it would just make it much, much better. But that's the only gripe that I've had so far. But other than that, it's really nice, really flowy. It looks very, like, as I'm riding along here, with all of the ruts and all the bumps, it looks really, like, treacherous and difficult. But the bike just seems to be ploughing its way through. And I think the front end on these OEM bikes are the best they've ever been before. But I think a lot of the reason as well is TC has done a really, really good job on the norms that we've got around here. So it makes the ruts and bumps pop out more, so they look really overwhelming, but they're actually not as big as they look. So it's actually quite simple and straightforward to get through them. And you can see just the speed that I'm going through these trees. I imagine YouTube is absolutely pooing itself at the moment, like bitrate wise. This probably looks like it's recorded in Minecraft. It's probably awful quality, but when you're in game and you're riding it, it's honestly, it's unreal. Just the way that the trees cast the shadows onto the track to make you kind of have to focus a little bit more in certain areas. The ruts do seem to flow really nicely in and out of each other, and you can kind of drift out wide, hop and skip across a couple of bumps, and then slot into an inside rut and drift out again. And he's just done a really, really good job around here. Like, really, genuinely good job. Pat on the back, job well done. And again, I'm so happy that this wasn't just an enduro track, and I say that as if it's a bad thing. But I love my enduro, I really, really do, and I'm glad that we have more. I guess it's like a bit greedy and a bit spoiled in the way. You just take what we can get. You know, anytime we get big track releases, it's always a massive W. So I am going to, I reckon I'll finish off this lap. But somehow I'm up. I don't feel like I've done an amazing lap time at all. This could be one of them tracks where maybe I do a tiny bit of grinding and get a video for like the gram or TikTok or something along those lines, and go from there. I think we just got this last left-hander, and then we go up and over the finish line. Look how so quick. And now I'm going to try and find my way over. I'm going to do Enduro Cross first, which is just over there, and then I'm going to do the full Enduro. But I am going to back out because there's separate timing gates for each one. So you've got outdoors timing, Enduro Cross timing, and Enduro timing. So I will see you on the Enduro Cross track. Oh, that is a thick old map there, isn't it? Jesus. Right, I mean, we spawned right next to the Enduro Cross track, so we haven't got to do any finding or searching at all. And I can tell you straight away, just from hitting these first few bumps, this is dual height map. So the rocks that you actually see here, underneath that rock, he has added like bumps and stuff. So the actual rock itself is not what you're hitting. So you don't get any like weird funky collisions, but you do still get the effect of riding over the rocks. As we know, models in this game are very odd. This is completely the wrong way, I can tell you just from the way those jumps are laid out. So we're going to pop a UE instantly, and then we go around to the right. So this actually, genuinely really straightforward. No weird kicks, no weird bumps or anything. Even these logs, nice and easy to get over. Oh, actually very easy to get over. Maybe too easy. Actually, no, that slowed me down a little bit. Oh my, oh Jesus Christ. Oh my, okay, I'll take it back. Those two straights are a little bit on the easy side, but now it's a little bit more technical. Yeet. Oh, up and over. Tides that, lovely. Oh God, this is gonna get. There's a good amount of start gates there as well. I imagine this could get very competitive. I know there's a couple of boys who, if you take, oh God, who was it? Damn, whose track was it? Was it Cool Whip? Or was it J-Pring? I think it was Cool Whip who done that enduro cross track the other day that everyone's been really enjoying. I've seen some insane hot laps around there, like people jumping around most of the corners, just these huge sends and downside in like a tiny little like rock or log. Actually disgusting. I imagine it's going to be exactly the same thing around here. People are going to find them fast lines. So they're riding across the top of that log there. I guarantee you can jump all the way into this corner as well. Oh, I'm already theory crafting, getting the speed run strats. I reckon you could probably also jump out of that corner all the way up and over that, let's call it barrier as well. Oh boys, this is spicy. Can I jump all the way? Oh my God, you can jump all the way up and over that as well. Okay, this is good. This is very, oh no, oh, survive, please. Let me just push it up and over this. This is very, very enjoyable. Very enjoyable indeed. So Enduro Cross hasn't always got to be super, super difficult. This is definitely on the easier side, just where he has done that dual height map. Just made things a bit easier for us. Let me try going all the way out wide here. Oh, so this is split, so the log starts... Oh, that's definitely quicker. Okay, so if you can jump up and over that log, you can probably send this the entire way to here. God, I apologise for being so gassy. Chugging a monster just before a video probably isn't the best idea in the world. And then, so I said, yeah, you can send that all the way into that corner. Nice. And then if I start out wide here, can you... Oh, yes, you can. Holy, oh my goodness. Oh my God. Okay. I don't know if he intended these lines to be possible, but this is actually nuts. And the fact that you'll probably go over the bars into that finish line from hitting a big send there, it doesn't even matter because you've finished a lap by that point. It is really, really enjoyable. I love when people go through the time and effort to make that genuine, like, good quality enduro cross tracks. I do believe they're probably the hardest things to make with the dual height map stuff. I wouldn't even know where to begin in terms of explaining what goes into it, and it's probably something that I would never want to attempt myself. But to those who do go through the pain and suffering and effort to get a good job done on them, give yourselves a pat on the back. Absolutely love to see it. Filter our way here. I don't know about the inside there. You do kind of tighten the corner up for yourself a little bit. Oh, I'm survived barely. This line here, jumping out of this corner, is actually nuts. Oh, I didn't get it clean that time. That is, that's kind of like make or break a lap time for you. And then I would like to be able to jump these logs, or all of the logs out of this corner. It's just about getting the right angle, and it seems like that first log does give you a really big kick. So I don't know how feasible it will be doing without going over the bars. But again, that's at the end of the lap, so you can kind of get away with just crashing your way into the finish line. Oh my goodness. Okay, I hit a little pre-jump there. Didn't mean to. If we hug the inside, what's this looking like? Let me jump that there to downside that. Don't think you can take off that and downside this, for example. But we have got a big... Oh, Jesus. You have to be very, very precise with landing some of these. Did I just get lucky on, like, the first lap or two? It feels that way. Because now I'm crashing a hell of a lot more. Maybe just I'm trying to go too fast now. That could be the issue or the reason. Oh, all the way up and over that. Double out of there. Oh, I completely missed that. Actually, I wonder if there's some like scumbaggy lines there where you can just go around the outside of it all. Only me that would try and find scumbaggy lines around a enduro track. There we go. That was better. I cut down a little bit more in the corner and hooked up. I'm pretty sure I didn't hit that tyre. I think the collisions might be a little bit wider than the tyre itself. Anyway, we'll carry on. And then step down. I'm trying to miss those huge rocks there. They look like they're up to no good. I wonder if you exit this corner at the right part, can you... Yeah, you might be able to like get on top of that log and carry a whole bunch of speed. We'll try tripling this. Downside the triple, lovely. Double your way out. Into the rock garden. Try and avoid most of the big ones. I hit one there. Step down. Look at that. It's almost like a smooth line over that log. No, too fast, too far. Okay, we can't slow down in time. You know what? You get the gist of it. I've done well, it's like 5 laps of that Enduro Cross track already, and really enjoyable. I'd say one of the easier Enduro Cross tracks. It looks very intimidating, but again, you're not kind of hitting everything that you see. There is terrain underneath, but he's done a actually really enjoyable job. I'm now going to try and find the actual Enduro track, which I only saw 2 or 3 corners of when we flew around in the beginning. But it does already have me excited that it's not just an easy trail, like there's big rocks in there as well. There should be some very, very good fun. Oh my goodness. Are you looking at... Look at that. That is very, very intricately detailed. Okay, this could take a lot longer than I expected. We've got a random bit of road stuck out here. Little road crossing. So this is finish line on the right. The arrow is pointing this way on the map, so this way I shall go. And hopefully we are going the right way. Now, I think the last... Let's say more... Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus, I'm sorry. The more like Enduro trail, Enduro track that I've done from TC was part of one of his Canadian tracks that he made. I want to say, was it Gopher? It might have been Gopher Dunes. He had like an Enduro cross or Enduro-y trail around the outside. Like, oh my Jesus. This is a rock garden. Okay, not a lot more difficult than the Enduro Cross one was. Holy moly, the size of these. I'm trying to like look really far ahead and pick a line out, which I think I found one. Nice. Cut my way through here. Oh my goodness. Look at the map. I didn't expect this to be as in detail as it is. Oh my Jesus. We got a little mini Krakenberg here. We got a little practice for it. I don't know how long this lap's going to take. I mean, this will probably be a one and done. This is something that I imagine I'll spend my own time playing every now and then, rather than sitting and doing loads and loads of laps in it for a video. But this could be a really, really enjoyable one to throw up on servers on our Enduro days that we do now and then. I think we've been lacking some really good Enduro stuff for a while now. And the stuff that we do seem to get for the most part is more just like really easy trails, where this does have trail elements to it, where it's whooped out in some places. As you see, we kind of split off and then do rock gardens. There's little log jumps here and there as well. This is so much better than I expected. So much better. Like, I didn't know this was a thing. I'm sorry, everyone's saying like, have you played TC's new track yet? They didn't mention all of this stuff. Again, I just thought it was the Enduro Cross part. I didn't know how in depth this all was. I don't think I even saw any like sneaky screenshot preview work in progressy stuff. I'm not in the shop Discord tool, which I know is where a lot of people post work in progress pictures. So maybe I should find my way in there just for stuff like this. I don't know if he posted anything. I dread to think how long this must have taken to put together. It's all well and good slapping a few like corners and ruts here and there in whatever program he uses, but then you actually have to go and test it and make all these little tweaks if things aren't correct and don't ride as you want them to in a little bit of a ditch here. It might be nice if there was like a tiny bit of water in there that you splash your way through. Trying to double as much as possible. Oh, he has made it like look wet at the bottom of this, so again, more attention to detail, which is nice to see. Where do we go here? I'm just trying to look ahead really, really far. Up and over the log. Nice. Again, I think that's all done from a height map rather than that log being an actual object, so there's no weird collisions on it. Little log jump again. To the right. Double my way through this bad boy. I'm going to scrub that one, then double this one. Double again. Try and step up to the top of this little hill. Try and stay up on the pegs as much as I can. Let the bike absorb everything. Let the rider's legs absorb it as well. Every now and then I might sit down over like a bump to soak it up so the wheels don't really leave the ground. And other than that, I'm kind of stood up, trying to stay really light on the bike, doubling my way through and everything, picking the front end up. This is really, really nice, really enjoyable. There's a limit to this as well, where if you try going too quickly, then it will bite you in the arse. But so far, really, 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 really nice. Didn't even know that was going to be a double on the side of that. I'm just getting lucky at this point. Or am I lucky? Has he just tested it so much to the point where everything kind of flows and makes sense? There's no sudden sharp turns after a jump that you don't expect. I haven't even seen the other two tracks at this point, so I don't know if this is like tucked away in a back corner of the track. But I haven't seen the motocross track or the enduro cross track other than at the spawn when I found this in the first place. And I think that's because you're under so much cover in all these trees and where they cast shadows on the track. It's just so immersive. Immersive, that's the word that I was looking for at the very beginning. It's a very immersive experience. You kind of find yourself getting lost in it all. I could just play this and zone out. There's a corner after this. I saw that tape. There we go. Yeah, I just end up zoning out a little bit. Oh, you can 100%... See that line there? You can 100% scumbag your way around that log. Oh, you can scumbag your way around a few of them. I'm guessing that's by design, where you can try and find your... Oh, God, try and find your fast lines. Me stopping and appreciating the scenery is probably not going to do any wonders for whatever lap time we end up running here. Jumping back across the track now. Going up this massive rock step up. Holy, that's actually really, really cool. Really, really cool. You just don't get stuff like this usually. It's nice when people think outside of the box a little bit and it's not just cookie cutter. So it doesn't happen often. Then we jump back across again. Yes, nice. So that's the first kind of bit of the track that I've seen in quite some time. Go around to the left. I'm just going to roll this. I have no idea what awaits for me on the other side. Note to self, do not bang it off the limiter when you're about to land backwheel first and loop your Larry. There we go. Oh, we're back into another rock garden. Come on, I'm going to get eye strain. I'm trying to look so far ahead to see what's coming up, and then at the same time trying to miss all of the very, very large rocks. Oh, we got turn. Oh, the fact that he's slowed us down there in that corner makes all of these next rocks incredibly difficult. Jesus Christ. Okay. I feel like I've almost come to a dead stop here. Come on, get going, Linda. Once you get some momentum behind you, these are so much easier to get through. Again, I'm just trying to search for some low spots to work my way through it, and we are out of that rock garden. Oh, we've got some more rocks here. Yeah, I think you could scumbag these by riding all the way up on the sides through the tape, but I'm going to try my very best not to do that. We're going to take it all in, essentially, ride it as it is meant to be ridden. So them rocks look very, very intimidating. I imagine if you're trying to go through it absolutely wicked, trying to go through a heater around here, then you'll probably get... Oh, my Jesus. I am dead. I would not survive that in real life. That is actually nuts. We're in the far, far corner of the map now as well. I do like these little rock features, though. They're cool. If I was to have another lap around here, then I'd know what that step down's all about, so I wouldn't hit it in the same way. Unfortunately, I do think that with the way that my bike bounced there, I have probably missed one or two like checkpoints, so I don't think my lap time will count. But when we do get to the finish line, I'll have a little look to see what the time would have been roughly, just to give you guys a little bit of a banker to go off of as well. I told you this would be a long video. We're not cutting any of this out as well. We're keeping it nice and raw so you can experience it with me for the first time. Then up on the pegs, rail this bad boy. Oh no, I'm trying to get too fancy now. Too fancy. I'm trying to double my way into corners and all sorts. I just need to chill out. Just ride things. Oh, ride things normally. So the start of this lap was really, really good. Nice and flowy. Got a little bit lucky in some places, but you need a little bit of luck every now and then. That is a double. Note to self. Would have been much better to double it. Come on. Let me respawn. Go. I still want to put up an okay lap time. Don't know if this is a double, but okay, this is another double. God damn it. This is why I need more than one lap. I need more than one. It's not fair. I'm trying to learn things for the first time. Up on the pegs. Yeet. Double side to side. I do like that he's added these like big berms around the outside of all the corners. If he was having to tiptoe around the insides, I imagine it would be a lot more... It wouldn't be as enjoyable, I don't think. You can let things hang out a little bit with the way he's built this. Double way around here. Not going to send this at either. No, good. Good decision that time. And double. We're back at the enduro track, so that means we can't have that much left. I'll say that. I've just looked at the map again. I think we have actually got quite a bit left. Holy, how long is this track? Jesus Christ. I thought this would be like a quick... like 3-4 minute trail around the outskirts of the let's call it facility, compound, whatever you want to call it. But holy, up and over that. Oh, I'm alive. Yeah, when you get walls that are this steep, you can't kind of like scrub your way over them. You have to hit them as straight as possible and like push your front wheel into it so you don't get any of these funky low speed physics. Again, I reckon you could probably scumbag it and ride like up here if you wanted to and miss it all out, but I want to try and do my very best to do the track as much justice as possible. We're going to hit all of the logs, even if we're not meant to. Double. Oh, no. Okay, not meant to. And then climb up and over that. Lovely. Up and over that one. I like how he's left one of the most treacherous bits of the track until the end. So you might think you're on an absolute steamer of a lap, and then you get you get into this bit and it's like, well, rip me, rest in peace. One thing that's quite nice about this being height map stuff and not actual objects is you have a very, very low chance of your game crashing when you fall off on them, which, as we know, for any of you Enduro lovers, is probably the worst part of Enduro. But the amount of people's Krackenberg runs that come to an end because their game's crashed from hitting a rock or a log, it's just ridiculous. And it never used to be that way, I don't think. I think the game's actually got less stable the longer it's gone on, rather than getting more stable, which I really don't understand. I can host a Krackenberg lobby these days, and if we start with 20 people, you'll maybe get like 5 by the end the game hasn't crashed. And back in the day, it didn't used to be like that. Everyone would stay alive. It was just a case of if they stayed on the track long enough to finish it or not. So very, very odd. These are the sorts of things that I wish would become like a priority in fixing on this game, and which is why I'm just very, very excited for MTG and what the future holds in that regards. So that was a 10-minute and 17-second lap time there. Obviously, the 1 or 2 crashes I had that took me off the track meant that that wasn't the case. But this has been a very, very long video, probably about 30 minutes long in total. Either way, I hope that you have enjoyed it. TC, I think you've done an amazing job on this. I'm sure everybody has told you exactly the same thing, so give yourself 2 pats on the back, not just one. One for me and then one for the rest of the community as well. So well done, sir. I really, really appreciate it as well, and it's nice getting some more good Enduro stuff in the game. So I am going to love and leave all of you. And again, if you're watching this on the day this video comes out, which is the 16th, then I should be live tonight doing DDC round 2. So keep an eye out on that. That'll be some fun to get a proper Supercross race on the go, especially after SMX didn't really go too well for me last night. If you enjoyed this video, please do drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. It's very much appreciated. Have a lovely rest of the day, whatever you're up to. I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.
Lynn's in the zone, never backing down. Riding MX bikes, he's the talk of the town. 2022 champ with a YouTube crown. His game is tight, no signs of slowing down. Late nights, bright lights, he's chasing that fame in the digital arena. Writing his name, she's a 10 out of 10. Supporting his lane, hairline might receive, but his passion's the same.